Tom, I think we found out what my mic issues were.
What was that?
Windows.
Yeah, that'll do.
Windows set my mic volume to 55%. So the entire time I've been half the volume I should be.
Yeah. I would say if I had to put a number on it, I would say you were about half volume every time I edited.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. So we can start, I guess.
Be light. There we go. Hey.
Very cool. Happy? You finally happy with how you look?
I think so.
Okay.
There we go. That's better. Are we recording? Shit.
Yeah, we've been recording for 2 minutes.
Oh, wow, cool. Hello. Welcome to the Magic Castles podcast, a podcast about magic. Have we got a tagline yet?
No, it's just usually welcome to Magic Castles.
Oh, no, but I think we need a tagline is what I'm saying. Anyway, welcome to Magic Castles. I'm Tom, Overfiend, with an X. Adam, GCB. And we have a new guest.
Hello, guys.
Not a new guest. We have a guest.
Our first guest.
Our first guest. I'm so bad.
I'm your first guest. Oh, I'm
You're
so
literally
honoured.
our first guest. Yeah.
Is this a bit where I introduce myself?
Yeah. If you want to introduce yourself, go.
So my name's Wally, and I'm one half of Chad Magic. We do in-person paper Magic Commander content. So check us out on YouTube. We've also got a really fire Instagram with the dankest Magic memes around, and we have some really bad takes on Twitter as well. So our aim is basically to become, well, me and my co-host Christian, we want to be like the Ant and Dec of Magic the Gathering. And we definitely aren't that yet. We're more like the Jedward of Magic the Gathering, perhaps. But yeah, check us out on YouTube. We love making misplays. We love making Commander content. And actually, Tom has recently been on the show.
I have, yeah. Speaking of misplays, I don't think I did any, but yeah.
No, I didn't know steady when I edited it, but no spoilers anyway. I think I made a few misplays, but...
That was really good fun, actually. I'm still in shock that you guys asked me to go. It was a bit surreal.
We want to
When I
collaborate
started
with many people.
playing, I watched Command Zone, The Prof, and Jad Magic. So yeah.
Well, I won't ask you to write.
Free, some would say. It was terrible timing because we hadn't started the podcast yet. So we were like, oh, sick, Tom's going on to Magic. We have nothing to promote because we tried to keep this like secret for as long as we could.
I definitely did say there was a secret coming up, I think.
Yeah.
You did.
There's a secret, yeah. And I was,
It was funny though because you said it and then nobody commented on it at all. It just sort of went completely under the radar.
People are probably asking, where is Anime Woman? Kerri is taking a small break from things that aren't real life, effectively. So Anime Woman will be back. This is explaining why Wally is here with us today. We thought whilst Kerri took a small break, it made sense to get rotating guests in from around the scene because no one wants to just hear me and Tom pronounce card names wrong for an hour and a half every 2 weeks.
maybe
so
we do that as like a spin-off.
Yeah, just
If
me and
people want
you, just real bad ASMR. So yeah, that's where Kerri's at. You'll still see her hopefully in the intro because we can't be bothered to record the second one.
Yeah.
And I think we're hoping. Well, I'm hoping like they'll be back very quickly. But for now, rotating guests, freshen things up a little bit. We think 3 works better than 2 in most situations. So. So yeah,
Is this where we go into the whole check?
I'm not doing whole check this week. Don't worry, we're fine. We're good. You guys are safe from the hole for a little bit.
Well, I think I need to explain this. The whole check.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we're getting into the hole. Okay. My hole is effectively a gardening podcast within a podcast called Landfall. I built a flower bed. This
is that. Okay.
Yes, I dug out a massive flower bed. It's huge. Some would say too big. And every now and again we check in on my hole. for Kerri's enjoyment, really.
When I edit these clips, I edit them and I put them on TikTok, and I'm doing the hashtags. I'm like MTG Magic the Gathering, and the clip has got nothing to do with cards. It's about gardening and holes, and I'm like, is this right? Is what I'm doing?
Hashtag hole on main, I think, would be the more appropriate one. So because for your context, Wally, the main theme of this podcast is I actually don't play Magic the Gathering. I mainly just do everything else, and then decided to start a Magic the Gathering podcast where I talk about everything but Magic the Gathering.
I respect it. I like it. It's refreshing. There's so many Magic the Gathering podcasts out there that talk about Magic, and actually, I don't even know how to play Magic, really. There's countless videos of me playing Magic badly on the internet. So,
if anything, I'm an inspiring icon in that I'm trying to tell Magic the Gathering players to touch grass. So
that's true. You're not wrong.
I'm trying to be a role model and stand up guy for this community. That's where my hole's at. We weren't going to do a hole check. That wasn't in the show notes, but it happens. The algorithm loves my hole as well, which is great.
I've just completely capsized the show plan. Apologies.
No, that's every episode. It's fine. I don't think we've had one episode that stuck to show notes. No. We try to be professional, and it just goes horribly wrong straight out of the bat.
That's what people come for, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it wouldn't feel human if it was just me going, "This is the news," and then we actually do the news. That's where Kerri's at. Hopefully back soon. I would say, wish them well on social, but they're off social, so you would be shouting into a void. But yeah, cool. We're going to move to upkeep. Tom, you were out speaking to horses like a madman.
I did my dumb thing that I've been planning for ages. With the free stuff that Magic Madhouse sent me, I wanted to record a little bit. I went around 3 or 4 different fields in my area trying to find a horse. I thought about asking someone, because there were barns. And I was thinking, do I go up and just say, "Can I stand by your horse for a bit?" But I don't know. I didn't want to risk it, because then I'd have to explain it,
So rather than doing that, you decided to be some emo cryptid and just walk around people's fields with a microphone talking to their horse.
I really enjoyed it, Tom. It had real Philomena Kunk vibes, I thought.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
There was a point where we were walking down a path. The first place we went to, it's it's a park, and there's a farm next to it, and I know there's horses there, and there's a riding school, and we were walking down this path, and the riding school was the other side of this huge bush, and I heard horseshoes. I was like, they've put them all in there. They're all in that building. They were literally all on the other side of this massive tree line. So yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare. My shoes are covered in mud. My boots, they still are. I haven't cleaned them properly. I wasn't prepared at all, but I did it kind of. It's on my TikTok. Go watch it.
Just being like a weird horse pervert standing in the fields talking about horses without permission.
There was somebody kind of in the middle distance who I think it was their horse, and I don't know if they were like, "Why is that guy wearing a shirt in the field?" But hey, whatever. I did it.
I didn't know you didn't ask for permission. That's so good.
Well, it was a public footpath, so that's why I didn't get too close to the horse, because I was thinking maybe I should have asked permission. I don't know. It's guerrilla marketing,
That's great. Those horses aren't doing anything else otherwise, so why not interview them for content?
Exactly. The thing is, I've got one up it now. I don't know how I'm going to do
it. Multiple horses per video, I think, is the only way you can do that. You've also built some new decks.
Yes. Speaking of horses, I am building the horse, but that's not on this list because he's not finished yet. I did Kambal, which I know a lot of people are doing.
I built Kambal.
Yeah. It's so much fun.
Sick. Yeah, sick.
It's seeing a lot of playing standard at the moment as well.
Really?
Because Borok Convoke is a big deck in standards, which makes a lot of tokens, obviously. So why not you have them as well?
That's true. And you ping whenever you make a token. That is something I totally forgot when I was building it, and that does so much work.
That's the part that I don't like about it, because it reminds people that you exist.
Yeah.
So
You're pinging for just one at a time, though, so it's not.
Yeah, but that's like, it's annoying. It's like, who's doing that? Oh, it's that deck. Remove them. So, that, why I understand that's the aristocrats kind of theming of that card is, I kind of wanted to like stealthily build, what's yours is mine army, but the additional pinging makes it quite hard to do that.
Just for audio people, Campbell, his ability, whenever one or more tokens are in the battlefield under your opponent's control, for each of them, create a tap token that's a copy of it. This ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever one or more tokens are in the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So you're copying people's stuff, tapped, and pinging. So yeah, it's great fun. There's some really dumb cards I've put in it though. Which one is Awaken the Erstwhile is so cool in it. Each player discards all cards in their hand, then creates that many 2/2 black zombie creature tokens.
I've got that in there as well, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really just game over when that happens.
That's disgusting.
You do make them tap, though, is the thing. But
Yeah, so you've got Survivor Terrorization. But, I mean, like, throw Mirkwood Bats in there, and you probably win the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, throw all like your aristocrats goodies in there, and and people will remove you very quickly.
Oh, yes.
As you keep pinging them for one, like a gnat.
On top of that, though, I've built the new Geezer, the Grave. I can't remember her name. The Crimes Geezer from the new set.
Yeah,
mono black. That's really
Hellraiser?
fun. Hellraiser. It's obviously it's a mono black deck, so it's got the problems that come with mono black, being you've got to mulligan until you've got a hand that can actually do something. But yeah, that's really good fun. Making the zombies every turn, pretty good.
I feel like Wizards really want Gitter to be like the new Liliana in terms of like being a mascot, but for some reason it just never sticks. Like, I don't know if it's like the mad pixie vibe or what have you, but like, or just because Liliana's just so good in terms of like look, feel, silhouette, everything, like visual language. Like, they have tried so many times with Gitter and it has never ever stuck in terms of like, they are like the main kind of iconic black Magic Gathering, like, card.
They should just make her like 9 feet tall and everyone live.
They got really big and muscly. Yeah, just
I will never call Gitter mummy, just to be clear. When Liliana, on the other hand,
it's just wild. She's had so many cards, and I feel like it's just never ever stuck in terms of resonating with. I mean, I'm sure there's some Gitter freaks out there. 100%, there's got to be. I just feel like it's never stuck in the same way that Lily has.
I do think this new one has got a lot more application than the old one.
Yeah.
I mean, Resurrector's a kill on sight, so it never sticks around.
Yeah.
The original one's a bit meh, but this one sticks around, gives you value. It's pretty decent.
And then we put in a new section here called "What's Up with Wally,"
what's it with
which
Wally?
probably only exists for this episode. So
I'll make a little jingle for it.
Yeah, we should make a
Feel
jingle.
free to
I
make
was
it a
thinking, I was like, do I put the effort in to make a jingle? I haven't got time. So, Wally, this is your portion of the upkeep to say what's been going on with you and Chad Magic.
Well, it's been actually a really busy period for the channel. So obviously we had Command Fest a couple of weeks ago. Really great event. Shout out to Axiom for that. Recorded 2 episodes there. Not yesterday because it's Monday today, isn't it?
It is Monday today.
Earlier in the weekend, we recorded with Woody from Kitchen Table Games and Chris from It's All About MTG. So some collabs. And then the weekend before that, we've recorded loads of episodes recently. We did a very, very special project with our mates Lewis and Steve from Gathering the Magic. So that will be coming to your YouTube channel near you eventually, once we're ready for it. So we'll see how that goes. What else is going on with me? So those who are in the community will know that Christy and I are big advocates that everybody should have a sleeveless Commander deck. So I'm building a new one. Raga Draga Gorgut's Boss. So
such a good deck, though.
It's crazy. And what it does, basically, creatures that have mana abilities, so your mana dorks get +2/+2. They also have pseudo vigilance, and if you cast a 7-mana spell, something gets +7/+7. And it's great because basically every set has, for 1 and a green, some kind of mana dork in it.
Yeah.
So I was able to just go through my bulk and pull stuff out, throw a few big pieces in there, And, within 20 minutes, I had a deck that I was happy to riffle shuffle. So anyway, back to the point of that, which is we're planning a special project around that as well. So prepare to be triggered on that.
I am worried about this sleeveless arms race in which I feel like we're going to get to a point where everyone is just trying to one-up each other in terms of what is the value limit that they are willing to not have sleeved. And when it starts to get into actual money cards, it is going to terrify me slightly. As someone who literally puts everything, like even bulk, into binders out of fear, I am concerned about this arms race for sure. But
that's the beauty of it. It's your own individual decision as to what you want to play sleeveless. And I think there's actually something that I would really recommend it, guys. Like, the only people who don't have a sleeveless deck is people who don't have. That's a really crap point. The only people who don't like sleeveless decks, people who don't have sleeveless decks. There's a real
Yeah, no, I get that for sure. And look, eventually I might cave and just do bulk. That's fine. But I'm worried about the tone that this is setting. Well, the rest, people are going to see this and copy you. That's the issue. And then it's just going to be everyone trying to one up each other. And then suddenly we've got original dual lands unsleeved being shuffled, and it's just going to break someone's heart.
Sorry, yeah. I just dropped out for a second there, but I'm back now. You might not even notice because I was so smooth about how I fixed it. But yeah, sleeveless arms race. I think it's a good point, to be fair. I wouldn't encourage putting a money card in a sleeveless deck and riffle shuffling it and ruining it. But also, that is your decision. If you want to flex, then you go ahead and flex. So hopefully we see a bit more of that. I know that Adam and Emma have now built sleeveless decks as well. And I can see that Tom is already building it in his head.
I'm trying to work out which one I want to do.
Yeah. He's and all you need to do is go through your binder and be like, oh, that's an interesting commander that's worth 10 pence. I'll just throw a load of crap in there.
We'll see. I'm okay with it for bulk and cheap. That's totally fine. I think there's a novelty to that, which is nice. It's just I'm waiting for the YouTube video that's here's my $2,000 commander deck unsleeved. But yeah, it's fine.
And that's fair enough. Yeah, I mean,
it only gives me a mild allergic reaction. So.
But I would watch the fuck out of that video.
And that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. It's an arms race because someone's going to do it first to get the views.
For sure.
I'm sure it already exists out
there. Oh, yeah, probably. My deck building disease has continued. So for context, I think I'm at 7 decks that I have built and have not played a single game with. Yep, it's bad. It's really bad. I finished Campbell and Roxanne last week, and I have decided to also build Hansk, the Daryl from Walking Dead reskin. Couldn't bring it to myself to order a Daryl, and the Hansk art is sick. So dude drop kicking a zombie in the face.
With a sick auto crossbow thing.
Yeah, the issue is, and this sneaky wizards with their universes within prints, they only come in normal printing, non-foil. Which, as someone who is a borderless foil advocate for all commanders, it's quite upsetting that I'm going to play this pleb card. Or this pleb version of this card, whilst the art is really, really sick. So but I also refuse to play as someone who's not a fan of The Walking Dead, I'm not going to play Norman Reedus as a card when I have no attachment to it whatsoever.
Norman Reedus from Death Stranding, though.
Yeah, I get, but I have I have no attachment to Death Stranding. I have no attachment to Walking Dead. I have no attachment to Norman Reedus. Quite bold in saying that. So yeah.
A question about universes within, though. So I was going through a binder the other day, and I was looking at a card and thinking, I've seen this card before.
Yes.
And it was the universes within of 11 from whatever it's called, Stranger Things. So if I had an 11 deck, could I just have that other card in 99?
No.
Okay.
So the way they get around that, which is not neat, and it's actually very confusing, and it was a question that a lot of people asked when these cards are spoiled, is the set name and number has like an equals. So it'd be like SLX number equals SLD number, which means that it is basically a reprint of that card.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was
Never
like,
noticed that, but yeah, there it is, like clear as day.
Yeah, so that's why you can't have 8 Rick Grimes in your human legacy tech.
I was going to say that would be wrecked.
Yeah. I also was like, out of interest, I looked at the pricing for the Rick reprint, and it's more expensive than Rick.
Really?
Yeah, Rick's like €50, and the reprint's like 55.
Yeah, it's legacy playable, and it sees playing Winosa CDH, doesn't it?
And I think most people would want the Universes Within version than putting out Rick a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So that's probably why. So yeah, building Hansk. I'll eventually learn how to pronounce its name. I think I wanted to build it when it was initially announced, and then I forgot about it. And then recently was like, I should probably have like a deck that's weird and red-green, give you zombies and try and capitalize off it. Seems fun. So going to give it a go.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Just for audio, it's at the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent creates 3 walker tokens, tap. I'm looking at Daryl. Hansk deals 2 damage to target creature. Whenever a zombie an opponent controls dies, draw a card. So
yeah. So you're trying to work out how to deal with the fact that you're giving away 3 zombies and can probably only deal with 1 per turn.
It's another,
or at least on card.
It's another example of how good the mechanics are to the theming, I think, because it's Daryl and you're shooting the zombies with the crossbow because he does 2 damage, so it kills the zombie. Yeah,
it
they nailed
feels,
the theming on the Walking Dead cards.
Yeah, annoyingly, all the Walking Dead cards are actually pretty fun.
I was looking at the shown actually, which is weird that you're looking at Daryl. It's Golgari zombies, pretty fun.
Yeah. I think just Gruul zombies is just weird, and
It's
they've
a
not done
strange
anything.
one, isn't it? Yeah, like without black and blue in. I don't really get it.
How do you capitalize on the fact that you're giving everyone so many zombies and all this stuff's meant to be dying? So it'd be fun.
You could have what's that spell? What's the one that each creature deals damage equal to its power to its controller? I think that might be a Rakdos card.
It's a Rakdos charm, isn't it?
I think it is Rakdos charm. Yeah, there was an episode of game like
1 damage to its controller.
1 damage. Okay.
There's also like, is it Aether Flare? There's an Aether card that's in red, and it's like when a creature ETBs, it deals damage equal to its power to its controller.
Aether Flash.
Aether Flash.
Flash.
I also might be murdering the text on that card. But the idea of being like, here's 6 power of stuff, you take X damage is pretty fun.
Aether Flash is when a creature ETBs, Aether Flash deals 2 damage to it. So the zombies enter and instantly die.
Okay. And then you just draw the cards, right?
And you draw 3 cards, yeah. Pretty cool.
That's classic. Okay. That's an auto include.
Also like Azori's Predation as well, so it makes 3/3 beasts, it'll kill all your opponent's zombies, and you just got a load of 3/3.
Yeah. It's also very good. Okay. All right, I'm definitely building this deck.
There's some tech for you there, Adam.
Thank you.
Another deck for you to never build, never play.
Annoyingly, the week that Kerri decides to take a break is when Wizards announce a bunch of anime bullshit.
I'm so happy about this.
So
I am. Can I just first of all say I am so surprised at how few people know who Miku is. I made that joke on episode 0 about Miku, and nobody got it. Apparently,
I got it.
Oh, you got it, yeah, but
and I'm a anime hater.
I remember you making that joke, Tom, and I also thought, what the hell's he talking about? And then just never looked into it. And then this came out, like a month later, and I still didn't know who Miku was.
I think the issue is...
Miku?
Yeah, I think it's... it's a barometer for telling how perpetually online someone is. Yeah. It's like, do they know like Vocaloids and what Hatsune Miku is? And then that's usually a good indication of like, this person is probably online way too much to know this. So there's a bunch of PR speak. too long didn't read. Secret Lair, Hatsune Miku is coming. One every drop for like the next year, right?
No.
Which seems-
There's
No?
one every quarter. Every season is going to have a Miku drop.
Yeah.
So every 3 months.
Oh, really?
Sorry, every super drop, I meant to say. Yeah. So every seasonal super drop is going to have Hatsune Miku. The first run is called Sakura Superstar, which has a Shelter reprint, which is nice. Miku's Spark, which is a reskin of Chandra's Ignition. Harmonize, which is like... They love throwing Harmonize in this stuff. Miku Lost But Singing is a reprint of Azusa Lost But Seeking. Miku the Renowned, which is Feather the Redeemed. And Inspiring Vantage, which is your land for the set. These are going to sell like absolute hotcakes and make Wizards of the Coast a shite load of money. And then we'll probably resell. I think it's bold for them to do this after the Secret Lair changes in terms of ordering, because I feel like these are going to go pretty much instantly.
Yeah, these are going to get scalped like fuck.
Yeah.
Are they on sale yet? Because I'm thinking about getting a set.
No, it's May 13th, so next week.
Right, I'll set an alarm at 1 minute past midnight in that case.
Yeah, so... and then PR speak. I love it. Like, what is Magic the Gathering whilst you're on magic.wizards.com? So yeah, these I think are going live as part of the spring super drop. And then yeah, each super drop will have one of these packs. They also released a song which we're not going to listen to because we don't want to get DMCA'd.
Just for some extra info, the composer of that song is an MTG player, which I thought was quite nice.
That's cool. That's
cool.
good. That's nice. Yeah, this is also like weird because it's clearly feather themed ish, and then they've put in Azusa and Harmonize. But yeah, because like Sakura is like pink flowers, right? It's like orchids. So like,
and it happens in spring, so
yeah. So having like white and red kind of makes sense, and then just throwing in like, I mean, I guess Lost But Seeking has Sakuras in them. And Harmonize. Okay, all right. I take back everything I said. It's fine. It makes sense. Ignore
The
me.
name of the song, isn't it? So
Yeah. Ignore.
Are we
me
going to get
for-
a new song every time they drop a Miku on as well?
I expect so.
Probably.
It's an excuse for them to make a new Miku song,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
they
true,
love in
true.
Japan. So
So going from Secret Lair announcements everyone loves to Secret Lair announcements
Oh
everyone hates.
no, not this.
This is the Sans Mercy Secret Lair, which was announced last week. They had some tweet that was like, "This is our May Day April Fools thing." I don't know.
I believe it was Maple Fools. is what they
April
said.
Fools. Oh, so clever. Pure comedy. The 5 cards included in Sans Mercy drop are Doomblade, Massacre, Torment of Hellfire, Ruination, and Mogus, God of Slaughter. The art is sick, and for some reason they decided to throw SpongeBob alternating lowercase, capital case, Comic Sans on these. I wonder if this is part of the joke and that they won't ship like this.
I've heard a lot of people also have that opinion, but I feel like with the backlash, they would have said something by now.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
I
like
was
these look photoshopped. Even in the promo art, like they look weird. Like they don't look like, I don't know. I'm just so used to seeing Balearian text on cards. So yeah, the art on these is really, really cool. It's incredibly metal. I get that they kind of go for like the tonal thing of like having really, really cool heavy art and then throwing Comic Sans on it for like lol. But it's the first Torment of Hellfire reprint we've had, and it's like the worst version of it by far.
I was gutted because at Torment of Hellfire, I play a lot of mono black, so Torment of Hellfire like a good win con, and they had to reprint it, great art, and then this. What's with this text? What's this all about?
The art on it's amazing. It's so
The
good.
art's so good on all of them. It's really good. The text just like fucks it basically.
I saw on Twitter somebody mentioned that the artists weren't aware of this either. They weren't told that this was going
Has
to
that
be
been confirmed? Yeah, I don't know, because I feel like I'm sure when you get like a brief, it'll be like, this is what it's for, and if that's not how they've done it, it's really shit.
The guy who said it, he's a big collector, and I think he might be in contact with a bunch of the artists. So it's
Okay.
Still take it with a grain of salt, but
Yeah.
So
Information.
my conspiracy hat, my tinfoil conspiracy snapback on, is either they don't ship like this, or there's going to be two versions of this Secret Lair, which is probably just as bad. But I reckon there's no way they don't ship this with normal text on. If they do, they're going to piss a lot of people off. Like, all this art's really cool. And look, like, the flavor text is so bad. And like, it's so bad. Like the ouchie wow, please don't cry on Ruination. I'm just like,
That feels like it's almost sort of taking the mickey out of current Magic discourse, because there's a lot of discourse at the moment, isn't there, about is land destruction okay?
Yeah.
It's like we're just going to troll all the people who hate mass land destruction, which is I'm one of them, by the way.
But here's my issue: Universes Beyond, right? Love it or hate it, is, and I think everyone here is like okay with it or enjoys it, or is good with it. It's great. You can't argue that it doesn't bring people into the game. So like they'll be walking into an LGS or a comic book store or what have you and see like, oh, that's IP that I recognize, that's characters that I like. What is this? And then that pulls them into either, being aware of Magic the Gathering or being, remotely interested and then eventually playing. Yeah. If I walk into a store and I don't know what Magic the Gathering is and I see SpongeBob meme text on cards, that's going to most people I think will actively discourage. I also think like Magic the Gathering has a really, really bad rep of being the millennial card game. And then they've gone for like the most bad millennial cringe like flavor text and templating of these cards. So like you're actively, we're all pretty big on TikTok here. We all understand that like the generational warfare on TikTok and generations being actively hostile to each other continues to happen. You're putting potentially an entire generation of new Magic the Gathering players off by being like, lol on cards and all this kind of shit. So yeah, it's from a marketing standpoint, I'm actively hostile to this in a massive way. Will I buy it? Yes, I'm an idiot. Yes, I probably will buy this. Just because it's, if anything, it's going to be a piece of Magic the Gathering Secret Lair history, right? Remember the time they did this? So I think having that is kind of cool from like a self-hate point of view. But yeah.
I was only going to get it because it's the cheapest way to get Torment. Like
that was also the other.
It's a great card. I want it.
Yeah, I really want Torment. I haven't got a Torment, and this is probably going to be the cheapest way to get it. So yeah.
Also, is that a Sans Undertale reference in the title? I've never noticed the. Anyway, carry on.
No, I don't think so. I think it's a Comic Sans play.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I just put all this art on actual cards that don't look like shit. That's what I ask.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Please, Wizards, just
please.
Yeah. We know you listen to this podcast, so yeah.
Yeah,
please.
Our 70 listeners per episode, one of them definitely works for Wizards of the Coast.
I've got Wally on now,
though. Modern Horizon 3 leaks, and I love the tradition of people who leak Magic the Gathering cards have cameras from the early 2000s on their phone and can never take good pictures. It always looks like they are just in the warehouse from Saw. Like, I don't understand it. So a bunch of Modern Horizon 3 cards leaked, and Wizards did the good guy thing of getting ahead and being like, yeah, these leaks here are high-res pictures for people to actually talk about rather than sharing grainy Nokia camera phone pictures on. So
tinfoil hat, I still think the leaks are done internally. That's why the pictures are so bad.
No, maybe I don't know. I think that's too tinfoil hat. I think it's like just.
I know the Games Workshop ones are definitely internal.
Well, like, can you Can we walk that back for libel, please?
When you say
okay, yeah, in
potentially-
Minecraft.
Yeah, they are potentially internal.
In
I think
Minecraft, they're
in Minecraft.
internal links.
when you say internal, do you mean deliberate or someone on the inside?
I mean deliberate, yeah.
Yeah, because I think probably not for MH3, but I think there have been deliberate leaks in the past because it's good marketing.
It is.
Yep.
Gets people talking about it. But
Apart
it
from when
seemed
you
like,
send like the mafia around people's houses,
yeah.
it's not great marketing.
Well, that's definitely not good. No, we don't
yeah.
want the Pinkertons being called on us.
Yeah, the fact that like the Pinkertons were only in the lexicon for Red Dead Redemption, and now it's like people know the Pinkertons of Red Dead Redemption and Magic the Gathering is not a good thing.
Why haven't they been called on the people who did the Modern Horizons 3 leaks?
Okay, yeah, we're putting string in between pictures. I like this. This is good. Yeah,
In Minecraft.
in my.
This is quite funny, though, that they're acknowledging it. Which
Yeah, I think like the fact
It's the right thing to do.
you're seeing more brands do this, right? Which is like news leaks, and they just go, "This is the nature of the beast. We live in a world where everything is online and everyone's connected, and everyone wants to, for some reason, get clout. So let's just get ahead of it." So they jumped ahead. I won't go into that. The amount of comedy here is very much like the Comic Sans cards. So you won't read it.
Adam, we want them to sponsor us. Don't tell them how good their comedy is. It's
eventually.
good.
This is great writing, and we love it. And we love you, Wizards of the Coast. So the first spoil was Flare of Denial. 1 blue for an instant. You may sacrifice a non-token blue creature rather than play this spell's mana cost. Counter target spell. Why did they need this? Like, this is another free blue counter. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now Modern has how many of these? Like
There's
2, 3?
4 now. There's Pact, there's Force of Will, Force of Negation, and now this. And there may be others, but I think that makes 4. I think it's slightly less playable than the other one because it relies on you having the creature in play rather than in your hand.
Yeah.
So this probably will only see play in like mono blue or blue leaning decks. You wouldn't see this in 5-color domain or something like that, for example.
This might be my return to playing mono blue Merfolk.
Yeah, well, I think
that's sick in Merfolk.
Yeah, well, I think that's the logical home for it.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was token because it would go my mono blue min, but I'm token.
I mean, that's like how they balance it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, card sick, nice art, great.
More anime full arts.
Oh,
is that who's the artist?
Mm,
No, it's just fantasy art full art.
anime adjacent. Chthonian Nightmare.
Chthonian. Yeah.
Chthonian. Yeah. 1 black for enchantment. When Chthonian Nightmare enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy counters. Pay X energy. Sack a creature. Return Chthonian Nightmare to its owner's hand. Return target creature card with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery.
So it's recurring nightmare at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Jun deck is energy, right? The commander precon. Yeah. So I'm sure that's either in this or is a direct include.
This card feels breakable. This feels very breakable, this card. There must be some kind of loop you can build with this.
I'm pretty sure people have already worked out loops for it. But yeah, it seems kind of nuts. Don't know how. I mean, it can only in Commander. It can only go in the Jund Energy Counters deck. So we'll see how that goes. Sick art, nice.
Really
Nice.
Cool. Yeah,
real nice.
Ugin's Labyrinth is a land with imprint. When Ugin's Labyrinth enters the battlefield, you may exile a colorless card with mana value 7 or greater from your hand. Tap to add 1 colorless. If a card is exiled with Ugin's Labyrinth, add 2 colorless instead. And you can tap it to return the exile card to its owner's hand. This is busted.
This is busted, yeah. And it's like, this isn't the only Eldrazi Tron card in Modern Horizons 3 as well.
Yeah, it seems nuts. I think it's really bold to base Modern Horizons, which is like a fan favorite kind of set around so much around colorless and that lack of identity. It's going to be interesting to see if it pays off for them.
Agreed, yeah.
Especially remember, like, a Modern Horizons 2, the key art was like an explosion of color. Like, all these, like, iconic characters, like, reimagined and all this kind of stuff. And I think going so hard into colorless, and we all know I'm an Eldrazi hater, but, like, I'm interested to see if this has the same kind of impact that, like, Modern Horizons 2 and 1 did.
Really good art on that as well. You can
It's sick art. Sick art.
Full art.
All of
Yeah.
the arts have been great in this set that I've seen so far.
Yeah.
I mean, it always is.
Urza's Goon Cave. Which if it is not known as Urza's Goon Cave, like, we have failed as a community.
Let's go in the notes.
Land, Urza's Cave, tap for colorless, free, sacrifice Urza's Cave, search your library for a land card, pull it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle.
That's just incredible.
Busted.
Yeah.
That'll see playing commander for sure.
Yeah, this goes in wing grace easily.
Go get your Cabal Coffers, go get your Maze Birth, go get your
Guy's
whatever.
Cradle.
Guy's Cradle.
Someone who gets their R's and W's mixed up in my brain. This is a great card for me to pronounce. Rite of the Reliquary.
White of the Reliquary.
White of the Reliquary.
Right of the Reliquary.
Yeah, that's end of one. If I just did it naturally, that's what it would be. Black and a green for a creature zombie knight. 2/2 with vigilance. Gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. Tap to sacrifice another creature. Search your library for a land card. Put it onto the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle.
That's better than the last one we just looked at.
Yep, these cards are nuts.
That's like in green as well. I'll just go find my Gaia's Cradle or something then.
It's disgusting.
Just for some background there, you should click that, Adam. You'll see the joke.
Oh no! What's the joke? I don't want to open the Discord chat on.
It's Knight of the Reliquary, basically.
Yeah.
And the art is it's the same art.
That's cool. It's great. Yeah. Very clever wizards. Spawn Gang Commander, 3 red for a 2/2 Eldrazi Goblin, has Devoid. This means this card has no color. When you cast a spell, create 3 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature tokens with sack this creature to add a colorless. 1 and a colorless, sacrifice an Eldrazi, Spawn Gang Commander deals 2 damage to any target. Cute. Just a reimagining of Siege Gang. Right, sure.
I like that. I like the Eldrazi spawn, and they're more useful than goblins. But
These kind of effects are nuts and limited, right? Like the recurring pinging. So I'm sure it will have a home in whatever, like, red X limited archetype there is. My boy, Kappa Cannoneer, is getting a reprint.
Nice.
Is 5 and a blue for a 4/4 artifact creature turtle warrior. Has improvised. Your artifacts can help cast a spell. Each artifact you tap after you're done activating mana abilities pays for 1 colorless. Has ward 4 for some reason.
Well, everything needs ward these days, doesn't it? Everything gets ward.
Whenever Kappa, Cannoneer, or another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Kappa, and it cannot be blocked this turn.
that was one of the win cons in my deck on Chad Magic.
There you go. Nice.
Because you were mono blue artifacts, weren't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, mono blue artifacts definitely didn't need to be made more powerful by reprinting this. So,
Something really cool in the reprints. They've got the original set icon in the background.
Yes.
The watermark, which looks really cool.
Yeah. I think they did that for the last one as well. But this is cool because this was a Commander exclusive card. So this might be the first time in a while that they've had a Commander watermark, which is nice. And for some reason, every set needs retro frames, which I'm now bored of. I used to love this, and now I'm just like, whatever, it's fine. I feel like at some point we're just going to go back to retro frames being the frame of the card. Meltdown reprint, X and red, sorcery, destroy each artifact with mana value X or less. Get fucked, treasure tokens.
Hell yeah, love it. Kibo needs this.
Yeah, kind of disgusting. Good reprint.
uncommon as well. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Modern Horizons are a really good place to just remind people that these cards exist. So I haven't thought about Meltdown in a minute, and I think it's, seeing this in in commander pods going forward is a good thing.
Well, that's like, what, a £10 as a saga card, I think.
Is it actually that much? Jeez. The real hero of this set, Felia, Exuberant Shepherd. Is one on the right or a 2/2 legendary creature dog, has flash. Whenever Felia attacks, exile up to one other target non-land permanent. At the beginning of the next end step, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it enters under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Felia. Plays fetch, and then comes back. It's cute.
I think this is a great card. This will see play in Blink decks everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. And it's dog. Naya dogs, needs more dogs, so all good.
And we get oh, here we go. We get the portraits coming back.
Yeah,
nice.
portrait. What's the exact name of this archetype? Is it portrait?
Scroll down, it'll say.
Profile,
yeah.
Yeah. Null Drifter. Yuriko just got a new best friend. It's a 7-mana 4/4 Eldrazi Elemental. When you cast a spell, you draw 2 cards. Flying, Annihilator 1. Whenever this creature attacks, defending player sacrifices a permanent with Evoke 2 and a blue, which means you can cast a spell for its Evoke cost. If you do, it is sacrificed when it enters the battlefield. Disgusting.
Almost as disgusting as the colourless retro frame, which I think is awful.
Yeah, it's not nice.
That reads as an artifact, right? Kind of. I mean, I know it's not brown, but like, it kind of reads like an artifact. Yes, colourless retro, not good. At all. But yeah, Yuriko loves this. 7U, draw 2, great.
Yeah, this is going straight into my Arami deck as well. Like, it's really, really good.
All nice. Heragast, Erupting Nullkite, is a 9-mana 6/6 with Enrage, red and a red, 6 red, sorry. You may cast a spell by sacrificing a creature and paying the emerge cost, reduce that by that creature's mana value. When you cast a spell, you may exile your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. Flying, each creature's spell you cast has emerge. The emerge cost is equal to its mana cost. It's a lot of text.
Mm-hmm. This is good, this card. I really like this. I want to build a commander deck around it. Like, it's basically going to be mono red aristocrat type thing. I don't really know, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time.
I didn't even see the fact that it gives everything a merge. That is quite interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if you can like emerge into like big hasty things and then have like sneak attack kind of effect. Could be quite cool.
And the other thing as well is this a new Eldrazi Titan, effectively? Or a new named one?
When you cast a spell, you may exile your hand. Yeah?
It's another named Eldrazi, isn't it? So
yeah, it doesn't have Annihilator.
Yeah.
Profile art's really nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Nice. The best card in the set. Already calling it. Kudo, King of One Bears. Green and white for a legendary creature bear. It's a 2/2. Other creatures have base power and toughness 2/2 and are bears in addition to their other types. It's a literal hate bear.
Yeah, that's every creature, right?
Every creature is a 2/2 bear.
So you've just worked really hard to get your Eldrazi Dragon out.
And you're like
2 mana, it's a bear.
It's a bear now. This goes in Drascana as well, because it makes all your stuff 2/2, and then you swing, and they all become 5/5s. So yeah, this card's sick. Love him. Look at him, so happy. I actually prefer the normal art to the profile art. He looks a bit goofy in the profile.
Yeah, it's a bit derpy, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's not enough going on.
He doesn't look regal enough, where here he looks like majestic as fuck. And then here he looks like an absolute derp. So yeah, we'll heavily investing into Kudo. Big fan. Null Elemental Blast is 1 colorless waste. I don't know the exact terminology. Instant, choose 1. Counter target multicolored spell. Destroy target multicolored permanent.
Busted. We'll see. Every commander deck will run this.
Yep. Comes off your Soul Ring. It's nice. Cute. Yeah, the more I see this retro colorless frame,
it's vile.
It's horrible.
It's not great, is it?
Goif.
Never goif.
We got a new goif.
1 black mana. for a star 1+star creature Lord Goyf. That's nice to read out.
It's got Goyf stats. Everyone knows what
Goyf
Goyf stats are.
Yeah, Goyf stuff. Net Goyf power is equal to the number of card types among cards in your graveyard, and its toughness is equal to the number +1. Has escape for 2 and a black. Exile any number of other cards from your graveyard with 4 or more card types among them. The escape cost seems really restrictive.
It is very restrictive, and also it makes the creature itself worse. So
so it'll be interesting to see. I wonder if they've done that just so it doesn't like go in like dredge loam style decks like that. That puts a cap on it, right? So you're not just like
exactly. I mean, it's obviously it has a home in dredge. But I think maybe the limitation makes it not strong enough to actually see play in modern.
It is only a 1-drop as well, so it's not a huge investment.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, like if there's cheap ways of recurring it and using it as sack fodder potentially could be interesting. Sylvan? Safekeeper. 1 green for 1/1 human wizard. Sacrifice a land. Target creature you control get a shroud until end of turn. It's a reprint from what set is the scales?
I've got no idea.
Tom, you're old. You should know this.
I'm looking it up. Judgment.
Judgment. Makes sense.
Cool. Good reprint. Probably needed. There's clearly some sort of like lands in your graveyard theme happening here as well.
This card did get a reprint in Commander Anthology. But
did it? I mean, that's anthology.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
Commander 2014 as well.
Okay.
So it is, well old, but.
Does this maybe see play an Amulet Titan?
Ooh.
I don't know enough about modern. I mean, it's already modern legal anyway, so if it doesn't see play now, it won't see play in the future. But
it's potentially in my deck. I know that much.
Could potentially go and win Grace. We'll see. Orim's Chant reprint. 1 white for an instant with kicker white. You may pay additional white as you cast a spell. Target player can't cast spells this turn. If the spell was kicked, creatures can't attack this turn. Good reprint.
Yeah.
Much needed.
Great for as well.
That's a portal reprint, right?
Plane shift,
right, yeah. I'm terrible. Wizards of the Coast have committed a hate crime. Winter Moon. 2 colorless for an artifact. Players cannot untap more than 1 non-basic land during their untap steps.
This card can get fucked. I hate it. This is going straight on the Chad Magic ban list. It's already on there.
Have you got a house ban list?
Yeah, we've got a house ban list. It's mostly in stacksy stuff. So
okay, that's fair.
Stacksy stuff and mass land destruction, basically.
It's not as bad as It's quite. I very much agree with everything on that ban list.
That's fair. I was just like, oh, I love house list spice and like house like ban list like discourse. This is part of me is like, if you were playing monocolor, maybe I'd be okay with you playing this. I play Blood Moon in Oja Tak. No, that the red one. Axel.
Axel. Yeah, sorry.
Oja Axel. I play Blood Moon in that.
That's the white one.
But this is, if you play this, you are going to get removed from the game pretty quickly. People will not be happy with you. Siege Gang Lieutenant is 3 in a red for a 2/2 creature goblin, has Lieutenant at the beginning of combat on your turn. If you control your commander, create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. Those tokens gain haste until end of turn. Has 2, sacrifice a goblin. Siege Gang Lieutenant deals 1 damage to any target. Cool.
Yeah, I love this. It's great.
Yep. Don't know if goblins needed this, really. But, access to 2 1/1s on turn 4, pretty decent if you have a 3-drop commander.
You can see the guy who's running the catapults as well, finally. From all those goblin grenades and all that.
Final Act Farewell Discourse we get to get into. Final Act.
Yeah.
4 black for a sorcery. Choose one or more. Destroy all creatures. Destroy all planeswalkers. Destroy all battles. Sure. Exile all graveyards. Each opponent loses all counters.
I like this.
Yeah,
I
I
like
like it
this.
as well.
This seems fine. Yeah. But,
No, I think this is okay, and the reason why I think it's okay is this specifically targets people who are playing Merrin decks, and fuck Merrin. So graveyard's gone, experience counter's gone. See you later. Bring a real commander next time.
I think each opponent loses all counters is interesting, right? That allows them to, now they've got a lever that they can pull in terms of, we're doing too much experience stuff.
Energy
as well. Yeah, I do wish it was. I know this is probably controversial. I wish it was potentially each player loses all counters, and then you could just remove toxic counters from yourself.
Yeah, I was thinking that'd be so cool. But
I can see why they're trying to keep it one-sided. This is fixed farewell, I guess. I think farewell is fine.
It hits battles.
It hits. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I've never considered battles to be that much of a problem.
Nope. There's probably 2 or 3 battles that see Commander play, right? There's mainstays.
There's the mono green one, the tutor.
Yeah, and then there's the blue one that gives all your stuff convoke, and then there's the red one that you discard your hand and deals damage or whatever. The Kaldheim one. But then none of them are that oppressive. I would say battles in terms of new mechanics are probably very balanced in the reward is worth, the payoff is worth what you have to do, and the payoffs aren't backbreaking in any way.
No. Is this not just going to flip your battles though? Is that not what this does?
No, it removes them. No, it just removes them.
Don't work that way.
Yeah, battles are the state-based action is once they remove counters, they flip, and it's still the same permanent. So if you destroy it, it's just straight to the graveyard. Judge, you can slay me in the comments.
Does this mean new battles in Modern Horizons 3?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, they made it an archetype, didn't they? And they've just not gone back to it since, it's been a year now.
March Machine?
Yeah, it's been ages.
I could see Bloomborough having battles, potentially. Maybe.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, Fallout did have 2 cards named Battle of, and they weren't battles, which is
wild to me.
Battles, yeah. What a missed opportunity.
Absolutely wild to me. March of Velisabel is 2 in a blue for a sorcery. Choose a non-basic land type. Each land you control of that type becomes a copy of target creature you control until end of turn, and gains haste until end of turn. Has flashback 4 in blue. Busted.
Yeah,
so
that's
good.
quite busted, isn't it?
So good. You put this on a Lord of Atlantis, and you just mash face.
Saying non-basic land type is interesting as well. So it's
yeah. So it wants you to be in multicolor.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's normally this kind of card type or this archetype of all your lands become things. So you usually put on basics to encourage you to play monocolor. So it pays you off for being restrictive.
Yeah.
This is going the other way in which you want to have as few basic lands as possible, which I guess is because mono blue ultimately is strong enough and probably doesn't actually need a card like this. But this seems sick. Really, really, really fun. They do love the Rise and Shine style in blue of just all your things become one thing, smack you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Planar Nexus is a land which reads Planar Nexus is every non-basic land type. Non-basic land types include Goon Cave, Desert, Gate, Lair, Locust, Mine, Power Plant, Sphere, Tower, and Urz's. Has tap, add a colorless, 1 a tap, add 1 mana of any color. This is just the fucking Infinity card. They just snuck an Infinity card in here.
It was called Rangeling, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that this is just in Commander, because this would be wrecked if it was in Modern.
Well, because it gives you Tron.
Yeah, Tron on 1 card, yeah.
Yeah. It's natural Tron. So, yeah, this is interesting. I'm totally back that up. okay, very happy that this is only in Commander. Don't think it will see too much play, and kind of give support to the people who want to play like Urzas, Caves, and all that kind of jank that are like not supported enough archetypes. But that is literally an Infinity card. I'm sorry, you cannot convince me otherwise.
Well, they should just make the Rainbow card legal now. They should just make it. Yeah.
I don't know why they just didn't reprint it in the set, but I guess it's because it is that weird space theme for sure. And Rangeling has ha funny text on it as well, so that's probably why they didn't want to put it in there. So yeah, that is all the Modern Horizons 3 leaks and some additional cards they've added. Very excited. Modern Horizons is continuing to be a set for Magic the Gathering players, which is quite nice. Talking of Magic the Gathering players, apparently Magic the Gathering players love to party. We now have party information for MagicCon Amsterdam. This is the only reason we're bringing this up is because it's an emo-themed Magic party.
So stoked.
Yeah, and the words metalcore on a Magic the Gathering asset, so me and Tom felt like we had to speak about it. It's wild. So it is weird, though, right? Because, like, Barcelona and Elijah Wood, Lord of the Rings set makes total sense. This is around Horizons 3. Horizons 3 will be the set that's out at MagicCon, right?
Exactly, yeah, and then Assassin's Creed.
There's nothing... Horizons 3 doesn't look like it's a particularly metal or emo set.
No.
It doesn't have that kind of theming, so I wonder if it's just like someone at the Wizards event team wanted to host an emo night.
Well, what I read is the guy organising it was talking to Krim at Barcelona.
Right.
Krim, the Asian Avenger. He's an elder emo like me, and I think he may have influenced this a little bit. So,
okay, that's fair. So yeah, Night of the Living End, the MagicCon emo party is happening at MagicCon Amsterdam. Very excited. If I don't get back-to-back Kill Switch Engage songs, I'm going to be very upset. Unfortunately. Yeah, looks cool. Having fun. Can't wait. I don't know if I'm actually going to go to it yet. I know you guys bought your tickets, haven't you? Yeah.
Can we just talk for a minute as well about the fact there's going to be karaoke? Because karaoke is like, I love karaoke. Me and Christian have actually already booked our song. So I think we're going to be the first karaoke we're going to be doing Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne. So our aim is for that to make it into the official events highlight reel, because we can't sing, but we are very enthusiastic about karaoke. So, yeah.
I'm happy for you. Karaoke makes me want to turn to dust.
Yeah, but what if we did Kill Switch? What if we did My Curse? Huh?
Two British boys doing My Curse, probably enough to make anyone want to leave immediately. But yes, I'm. Hey, like we'll see. I'm not holding out hope that I will have enough social battery to attend a Magic themed emo night on the end of the first day of MagicCon, but we will see. But we had to shout out just due to the fact that they literally put the words metalcore on a Magic the Gathering asset, which is wild to me. Cool. We're going to do a tier list.
Now, are we sure about this? Because I read it in the show notes and I was like, we've got our first guest. We want to do something, really...
We're going to rate the state of Planeswalker's feet on a scale of S to immaculate to D, those grippers be disgusting. So, Wally, as our guest, I will give you the honours of picking a Planeswalker and then ranking the state of their grippers.
Okay, right, let's have a look. I think we're going to have to go with Nicol Bolas, aren't we?
Yes, that's a good one.
And Dragon Feet, I mean, first question, what is the hallmark of a good quality foot?
I think that is up to, dealer's interpretation.
We're not rating how good the foot is, we're rating the cleanliness and care taken, right?
Again, as we always talk about on this, we own it, we make up the rules.
As we go along.
I'm not putting a hard and fast lock. Like, we can move things around, nothing's set until it's done.
Nicol Bolas is, after all, the God Pharaoh, and he must have an army of people to clean his ginormous dragon.
That's true. I do though, Tom, think cleansing this is part of the ranking,
Yeah.
Okay.
right? No one likes, mucky toes. Unless you do. I'm not here to sink any, yuck anyone's yum.
We're not asking anybody here.
No, yeah. Like, look, if you're into this, you're into it. That's great. As long as you're not hurting anyone, that's all that matters.
But I think he would probably have like weird long toes. So I think I'm gonna have to put. We'll put him in C. I think we'll go for C.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Sorry,
okay.
Nicholas lovers. He's got
Controversial.
I was imagining some kind of like golden, some kind of golden encrusted nail art. He's got all those, he's got those things on his horn and stuff.
His feet are showing on like Finale of Revelation, right? The blue one. Show feet on me. I'm going to put Sorin straight in S because if I don't do this, I'm going to get shouted at by Kerri. So there we go. Kerri for you.
And Oko as well.
Sorin and Oko are in S. I'm sure she loves their feet. I can say that 'cause she's not here. She can't defend herself. So yeah, big feet lovers, Sorin and Oko. Tom,
I've got to pick my boy Tezzeret. I got to do it.
Yeah,
there's been enough Tezzeret slander on this podcast talking about his butthole and things like that.
yeah.
Now I'm imagining his chrome. I'm imagining he's got them chrome nails. He's gonna have the completed nails.
Oil leaking out of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna put Tezzeret. Oh, see, I don't know. Now you've swayed me. I don't want to be boring though. That's boring.
I think that's fine. We gotta have a baseline, right? So you can't just say everyone's feet are great, everyone's feet are like grimy.
Okay. We'll go. Yeah.
Okay,
Tezzeret's a B. I'll take it.
I don't want the furries to attack me, so
Adam, you can't make all of your rankings out of fear. You've got to make.
That's true. Adam, own it.
All my ranking is entirely fear-based.
Own it, Adam. Come on. Where does your heart tell you Ajani goes?
Ajani,
no one's clipping Ajani's nails, are they? Have you ever tried to clip a cat's nails?
no, they scratch them as they walk, and that's how they naturally keep their claws short.
Yeah.
It's true, actually.
And we know he's got strong feet because he kicked Jaya off that cliff. So, gonna keep him at S because he'll probably murder me if I say otherwise. And I don't want the furries to rise up.
Don't be the furries are a peaceful folk.
Scalies, you can leave me alone as well. Also going at S.
Oh,
No, probably A. Actually, wait. Cura's feet are probably wet a lot of the time, right?
yeah. So some serious trench foot going on there, I reckon.
Okay. Cura can go down to C. Granny feet can go to D. I don't know if you guys looked at old people feet recently.
I can't say that, mate. You got something to tell us.
It's not a great vibe. I need to get off the internet. Sure.
Khan is an S, surely. He's
I was thinking about Khan. Like, does Khan have a need for basic foot hygiene?
I imagine Khan's feet are like a Ken doll's crotch. They're just smooth and
And I guess
polished, right?
Since he's been banned from Pioneer, he's probably got more time for hygiene tasks. So yeah, fair enough.
That's true.
Ankles are a bit squeaky. WD-40. It's good.
Yeah.
I think Khan's
We need
up there.
I'm interested to see what Max does with the Khan cosplay now.
I can't wait for
his
that.
Khan.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
Where we put in goat troz.
I think they aren't going to be very nice feet then. They're
going to be low.
Yeah, it's got to be lower than this. I think we're talking highest is a C, surely.
He's scared of the furries. That's why he was in A. He was terrified of the furry.
I don't want the goat lovers to come for me.
I'm quite happy to upset the furries, so I'll rank any furry.
Do you know what? Actually, I think there's no way a goat man who wants to ascend to God of Revels has good feet. He's stepping in sticky pub floors all day, barefoot. So 100% can stay on D, in my opinion.
Garrick as well.
Garrick's
down that.
Yeah,
Garrick. We've done a tier list where Garrick has been above. And as a Garrick enjoyer, Personal hygiene and diet, not his strong points. So probably staying at D for sure.
So I saw on Twitter the guys from Infinity Commander referred to Garruk as a slab of murder beef, which I think is. I'm actually going to put that in my Twitter bio going forward. I think it's such a cool phrase.
At Command Fest London, me and Adam the Gathering played a game with Gavin Verhey, and I said that I'm not the biggest fan of the Garruk erasure that has been happening in recent sets, and the fact that our big boy representation is being like taken away from us. I'm not into it. And he was like, I'll see what I can do. So confirmed Garruk in every set going forward as our one Planeswalker. Yeah, it's great.
I think we can put Ob up at S. He's got time.
Where's Obby?
Next to Quint.
Yeah.
Now he's a kingpin. He's got
S.
Yeah, he's a kingpin.
Okay.
Is he? I don't know what's going on with Ob.
He's stuck on New Capenna.
He's still New Capenna. He's got people to do his dance for him.
And I think Ugin probably has to go up top high as well, like those sort of
spirit
ethereal spirit feet. Yeah.
Does Ugin have feet?
Good question. Gavin, if you're watching, let us know.
I'm trying to think of Ugin art. Have I ever seen Ugin's feet? What's the Dragon Wrath? The 3 black destroy all non-dragons, destroy all dragons.
He does. He's got big claws.
Okay, I will allow that to be an S. For sure.
Now, hear me out. Liliana. I don't think they're an S.
No, I don't think
we're going to upset the internet.
So a lot of time walking through graveyards and stuff.
Yes.
So,
The thing is,
you don't hang around dead people that much and have good feet.
Everyone wants Lily to step on them.
That is.
I don't think she's taking care of it.
C?
C.
Yeah, we'll go with C.
Stinky feet, but probably not like that offensive.
C.
Who have we got next?
Who have we got left?
I think Nahiri's quite low as well. She's too angry. She ain't got time for that.
Yeah. When your entire plot line is, I want to kill the vampire man, you probably don't have that much time to look at feet. I'm going to see.
She's running around a lot as well.
Ren doesn't have feet. Or OD.
Yeah, no. Low tier feet then.
Easiest ranking ever. Ren doesn't have feet. Is there anyone else who doesn't have feet? I'm pretty sure. Vraska only recently got her legs back, correct?
Yeah. Vraska can't have good feet. I mean, you're hot on your
but they're new. They're new and improved.
Okay, fair enough.
Fresh feet.
They're fresh. And they're in cowboy boots. So they've got
So what you're saying is they're going to be sweaty and minging from all that horse riding.
Oh god, actually, okay.
That's true.
Okay, B.
Yeah.
Fresh
argument for arguments
could
again.
be treating better.
I think Tybalt is up there as well. Tybalt's quite high.
Really?
Yeah. What's he doing? He's doing nothing. He's got time.
Okay, actually hear me out. Tybalt, shapeshifter, could be any feat that you want. S.
See, there was logic behind my thought.
I got that. You helped me get there though, which is important. Which was actually Tybalt can just be anyone. So
I'm trying to find something to go in A. Quint can go in A. He's a lovely boy. I'm sure he takes care of it, but he does have big elephant feet.
More to love.
He's just a lovely boy.
I'm now running out of Planeswalkers that I recognise.
We've got Chandra, Nissa.
Yeah, Chandra.
And Jace. We've got the big three. Where are they going?
Chandra was probably...
She's very hot all the time.
But...
Does Chandra sweat?
It doesn't matter if she sweats, because where... Chandra sweat. You've now been added to a list. Because her feet are on fire, and they're so hot, it means the bacteria dies, which means her feet can't smell.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, so S tier feet, I think.
S tier. Clean, hot feet.
This is the content
don't
people
clip-
come here for.
Don't clip that, please. Whatever you do not clip me saying clean hot feet.
I already made it.
Tom's already made
true.
it.
Yeah.
Jace, I don't think Jace actually ever touches the floor, does he? So
Also, he could just mind control you to like
Jace can make you think his feet are good.
yeah.
So regardless of if his feet are actually good, probably doesn't matter because he will just tell you they are. I think Kaito is a teenage boy. There's no way his feet are good.
No.
They are in bad nick. He is wearing horrendous shoes all the time, most likely.
He's got those ninja tabby on with the toe.
I mean, his toes are probably nice and separated. Again, please don't clip this. Okay, no, all right. We've got to be.
Oh, wow, okay.
C. Yeah, I'm thinking C.
Can we agree as well that Ashiok is just D?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing about Ashiok is physically appealing.
I mean, there's that little bit of a face.
Yeah, a little bit. Also, if we're talking about teenage boys having disgusting feet, Domri in D easily.
Domri,
Hangs around with pigs most of the day. Probably not looking great.
Nissa?
A lot of time walking through the woods.
Hippie feet. Hippie feet. How are we feeling about hippie feet?
I think it's got to be C, surely.
I can go with C.
I bet Sahili's up there. Sahili's up.
Sahili, I think, is up there.
Sahili's got time
Sahili's like a
and little
reverse
robots
Garruk.
to do it for. Yeah.
It's like if there's a ranking on personal hygiene or diet or anything where it's about like looking after yourself, Garruk is always on the low end and Sahili's always on the top. There is no way, as a proud member of the LGBTQ plus community, that Raul Zarek does not have fantastic feet.
Yeah.
I can't argue.
I think
he is looking after and keeping shit on lock, so that's fine.
Yeah, Narset, like Wally said.
Yeah, Narset's got to be high. Narset goes in A, I think.
But she's doing them kicks a lot. She's wearing those
Which
tight
means they're probably
shoes.
coarse and like tough and strong but weathered.
But she would look after them, I think, because they're the moneymaker. She's kicking people. She needs them to be good.
Maybe. Okay.
She loves a good kick.
Does Narset insure her feet? There's a question for you. We asked the big questions on this podcast.
It's a new card in the next set, Narset's insurance.
How are we feeling about Moonfolk grippers?
Well, they're like bunnies, aren't they?
Yeah. Which means strong, powerful, furry.
Well, you're just going to have to put it in S now, aren't you? Rather than being scared of upsetting the furries.
Yeah. I mean, I think the fairies can't be too annoyed with a Ajani in S and Tamio in A.
Teferi, we missed a big one.
Mr. Teferi.
He has got the time.
He's got the time. He spends a lot of time wandering, though, doesn't he?
He does wander a lot.
But he could always just turn the time back and wash his feet and have some time, so he's probably quite high, actually.
I can't see a world in which Teferi doesn't look after his personal hygiene in a way that is like higher than most.
He's got an image to uphold.
Yeah, exactly. He's the mascot, right? So
you can't have mascots with bad feet after all.
Yeah. You have to know your audience. That's the issue. And Magic the Gathering is just full of sickos. So I would say A.
Yeah,
because he's saying A.
I'm happy with A. Yeah,
he do be wandering, but
I think S is getting very full about fear. Sarkhan.
Yeah. Spends a lot of time.
I think it depends what we're talking about. Like what stage?
I bet he's got really long toenails.
Yeah.
Dragon claws,
Probably like yellow.
Okay, yeah. No, you convinced me. Yeah. Yep. D. Easy D. No way else better than an A or an S.
I would actually go as far as S. Like,
Okay.
I'll spec someone who looks after their feet.
I will be bullied into an S. So, upsettingly, Angarth.
Oh, we were going to the furry.
If we're talking about Chandra having hot feet and therefore it being clean, Angarth is Storm, I guess.
Yeah.
Same deal. His feet are clean by rage.
Pure consistency, yeah. I think that's right.
Hate-based cleaning. Aurelia? I can never remember her name.
I've got no idea who that is.
The werewolf planeswalker.
Oh, Arden.
Where the heck Aurelia? Walks around with wolves a lot in the forests.
Yeah.
Furries get angry.
Turns into a werewolf when nobody casts a spell. Definitely D-tier.
Gideon.
Yeah, she's breaking her shoes every night.
Yeah.
So she's wandering around shoeless.
Like her bone structure is changing on a constant basis. That can't be good.
No.
Gideon.
Medically not advised.
The dirt just like slides off him, right?
Does it?
I don't know.
He just
Somebody was going to have some input to that one.
I'm just making up some new law here.
That's a very hard one to add. And then
what isn't he? He's indestructible, right? Isn't that his?
I guess. I think B. Gideon is like the most average of average.
Yeah, he is very good.
Gideon doesn't do anything great. He doesn't do anything poorly. Right, and that includes the state of his feet.
There we go. Heard it here.
Take this moment to say a Magic the Gathering podcast. Continue.
Yeah. What's his face? What's this useless turd name called?
I don't know who he is. Is it?
It's the Hunt Lorca. The Hunt Ikoria Waste of Space. I've forgotten his name. Was completed and then killed immediately by Vivian. Luca.
Yeah.
Luca.
Down to ruin, yeah.
Wait, is that Luca?
Forgetful D. That is Luca. That's his original art, I think.
That man has been designated as Luca.
Yeah. Luca useless, including the state of his feet. Vivian as the feet that killed Luca. Hey.
Yeah, fair enough.
Khan. I think Khan's in hot feet territory.
That's Koth, isn't it?
Koth. Yeah. I know my Planeswalkers.
If hot foot rule applies, then Koth is at
Yeah,
the top.
Koth, hot feet, hot foot territory ruling. If your feet are hot, you're an S. What's your name? Tyrell? They make too many fucking Planeswalkers. Remember when it used to be like 5? It was great.
Yeah,
Tyvar.
Tyrell.
Tyrell.
Well, he's a green boy, isn't he? So he's probably going to be lots of.
I would argue though, he's like he's like your Viking Valhalla fight, celebrate in a pub.
Yeah.
It's got probably pub carpet feet.
Let's go C.
Let's go C. D's getting a bit stacked.
Not the worst, but not the best.
Eiffel 65 looking motherfucker. Yeah.
Dovin.
Moving.
So he's a Vidalcan.
I think long toenails.
Yeah, he does have long toenail energy, doesn't he? Especially because like there's counter spells and stuff named after him.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go to a Magic the Gathering tournament and all you're doing is carrying people's spells, you probably have long toenails.
Yeah.
No.
I agree. Control players have bad toenails.
Yeah. Controlling the battlefield, but not your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
Last two.
Hotly.
Dinosaur feet. Probably okay, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hotly's a poet, so
that's true.
I'm standing on the feet. Do poets naturally have good foot hygiene? I don't know.
She's got that fancy armor, though. I think she takes pride in her appearance, you know?
Okay.
I also think, like, if you're partnered with Saheeli, you're not getting away with having terrible foot
you're
hygiene.
probably right. Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
Last one.
Kaya. I don't know.
Hear me out. It's basically half dead. Doesn't need to look after her feet.
Yeah.
Orzhov, though. I bet Orzhov are very...
That's true. Orzhov are very... auto-deed. Orzhov are very precious about appearances and stuff like that. So
she's doing a lot of running about. She's doing a lot of sneaking about. She needs to... she can't be having her feet laying her down.
A or B?
Let's go for A. Yeah. Always more fun.
There you have it.
There we go.
This is the official
yeah.
Magic Castle's foot ranking of Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
I think this is good. No one can argue this. This is our scale. No hate.
We're sending this to Wizards right now. Print it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in the envelope. Post it there.
If you send it now, that'll be before they go to bed on the West Coast USA.
Yep. Exactly. We've got to get them to stat before somebody else does.
So I've forgotten what the card was called. 1 second. Going to show the screen notes. Hide the screen. I've done this multiple times. I've just leaked the Discord chat.
Yeah, I need to edit now.
And then Tom has to edit it out. We are going to the Sicko Zone Hall of Fame.
That's the one.
Wally, our guests, has wonderfully suggested Floral Spasm.
Yeah,
I love this. I love it.
I saw this card played in like a random Commander League a few months ago, and it's like lived in my head rent free ever since. Like the name, the art, the way the text is worded. It's just like this card is bonkers.
I don't think we're ever going to have a shot at this, Adam. We're never going to have a shot at the top spot. We were already losing to get the bard up. We were already losing to the bard.
Yeah.
Elvish Bard.
And now Wally comes in with this.
Specifically, Alliance's art is our hero and mascot of the Magic Castle podcast. Floral Spasm is definitely up there.
So how we can compete.
So for all your listeners, Floral Spasm is 3 to green for a creature elemental 2/2. Whenever Floral Spasm attacks and isn't blocked, you may destroy target artifact depending player controls. If you do, Floral Spasm assigns low combat damage this turn. It's from Legends. The best thing about this card is they wrote the word spasm 3 times on it. and that was totally okay.
It's on there 4 times, yeah.
Is it 4 times? Yeah, it's spasm in the errated. The great creature type errata made it an elemental.
That's so bad because I want to make a spasm deck. We need a spasm commander.
But yeah, this was it wrote spasm on this card 4 times. Yeah, this goes up quite high. Wally, you brought the guns.
For audio listeners, we're not going to describe what it is because I'm still not sure what it is.
No, I'm still not sure what it is either. It's like a tree, is it? Some kind of forest?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's some kind of spasm. If I had to describe it, I'd say it's definitely a spasm.
Yeah.
It's like, I would say it's
spasm-like.
It's like ooze-like in form, but it's clearly made of like wood and trees and natural like elements like that. The thing that also is freaking me out is the fact that it has backwards goat legs for the front arms. So like its front legs or arms are goat legs reversed, which is
is that the front of it?
Oh shit! That's just a really good point. Is this the butt?
It's just making a lot of assumptions. Yeah, is that its ass? Yeah,
I think it is presenting at us.
Is that the ass? And then this is the body. That's really good. These are challenging questions, which you could only get in the Sicko Zone Hall of Fame. Yeah, this is fantastic.
I think we need to contact Rob Alexander and just ask a few questions about this.
Just like, what was the brief?
Yeah.
Who told you to do this, and who thought this was okay?
And just what substances were you on when you painted it?
Rob Alexander, artist of Badlands, Full Art Adhikar Wastes,
and then Floral Spasm.
Dark Depth. You did the full art Dark Depths. Wow.
So the real question is this
Where does it go?
2 or 3?
I just want to say something as well. Rob Alexander did one of the arts of Elvish Bard.
Did he?
Not our art. Not our art. He did the 8th edition, 9th edition. 9th edition.
Oh, wow. It's full circle. I mean, this will never be a lighter's art. Sorry, Rob.
Susan.
I want this on a t-shirt.
I think you should get it on a t-shirt, Tom, but it's your face instead of like whatever face this is.
So good. Every episode we just talk about Elvish Bard Alliance's art. It needs to stop. 2 or 3 is my gut.
Can we have a look at Reincarnation?
We can look at Animorphs-esque Reincarnation. I
love the Spasm.
I think it might be 2.
I think it's 2.
I don't think we can make the executive decision to pull it out 1 without Kerri here. Right?
I don't think it's not. I
don't
don't
think it's
think
Elvish Bard.
No. Not that Elvish Bard. Like that's surely nothing's ever going to beat that.
I don't know. Maybe one day. Can't believe I'm right before Spasm. Yeah. Okay. Floral Spasm is our new number 2 card.
Which is basically like the new number 1.
Yeah.
Given Bard's never going to get beaten.
So, our current stand-ins for the Sicko Zone Hall of Fame are Elvish Bard Alliance's art number 1. Our new number 2 is Floral Spasm. Reincarnation Legends art is number 3. Imaginary Pet Urza's Saga art number 4. Shahrazad is number 5. Bone Dance number 6. And forever at the bottom, rest in peace, Grandma, Lily Bowen, Raging Grandma. It's incredible. Incredible. Absolutely.
I need to get a Floral Spasm now, so Wally can sign it for me.
We were talking about like cards that we're willing to sign at like Magic Cons and stuff, and it's Giant Beaver and Elvish Bard Alliance's art. That's it. Those are the only cards that you can bring to the table and I will sign. But yeah, Floral Spasm, 100% need to pick up some of those before they shoot up in price. For sure. I mean, it's already like €3.
Oh, really?
It's quite an expensive card.
It's quite an expensive common. Probably quite a good MTG finance spec.
What is it on Card Market? I'm just opening Card Market now.
Spasms.
There's one near mint in the UK for £4.
Oh, wow.
You guys got to be fighting over that.
Crazy.
You can get the Legends Italian version for 50p.
It's because didn't they overprint Legends in Italian? Yeah, by like a lot. So that's probably why. Did you know 70% of you are not subscribed to this channel? That's disgusting. Hit subscribe. Press the bell, whatever it does.
Hang on. Are you doing an outro, Adam?
I'm doing an outro. If there is a button on your screen that does a positive engagement effect, please click it and subscribe. Thank you for listening to the Magic Castles podcast. Wally, thank you for joining us and being our first guest.
Thank you for inviting me, guys.
And we will see you next episode. Bye-bye.
I'm so proud of you, Adam.
Thank you.
Bye for now.